Chapter 3. A difficult interview. On Thursday, Mike comes to the Newport Cafe after his writing class. He asks for a cup of coffee, then starts to read on his books. Some minutes later, a woman comes into the cafe. She is carrying a magazine under her arm. At first, Mike does not see the woman. Then she comes across to his table. یه چیز قبل از اینکه ادامه داستان رو بگیم، ببینید من در زیرنویس فارسی ها اکثر نکات رو میگم و خب خیلی ساده است، ولی یا وسط چپترها یا انتهای چپترهای هر داستان من نکات گرامری که خیلی توی این داستان ها بولده و تکرار شده رو میگم تا شما انتهای این داستان و چپترها بتونید اون نکات گرامری رو پیدا کنید و هی ببینیدش و داخل ذهنتون نقش ببنده و براتون خیلی آسون باشه. مثلا توی کتاب پریتی فیس فعل حال ساده یا زمان حال ساده خیلی بولده و خب شما میتونید با استفاده از این کتاب راحت بتونید حال ساده رو تشخیص بدین و تمرین کنید. بعد انتهای این داستان من گرامر حال ساده رو میذارم. امیدوارم که خوشتون بیاد و حمایت و سابسکرایب فراموش نشه. She says, "Hello, are you Mike Morrison?" Mike is surprised. He says,
Yes, that's me.
the woman smiles. She says, "Can I sit at this table?" Mike says,
Yes, of course.
the woman says, "My name is Kate Lawson. I'm the editor of Yes magazine. Do you know it?" She sat down and put the magazine on the table in front of Mike. Mike says,
Yes, I know it. It's a magazine about famous people.
Kate says, "That's right. Do you want to write something for it? Can you do an interview for me?" She says, "You sometimes write the other review for the Newport Weekly newspaper. Is that right?" He says,
Yes, I do. I want to write plays one day, and
She says, "Well, do this review for my magazine then. It's with the famous playwright. He lives in Newport." Mike says,
Todd Merrin is the only famous playwright in Newport. He lives quietly and doesn't go out very often. And he's famous for not talking to reporters from Gossip magazine. He threw them out of his house.
Kate laughs. She says, "Are you afraid? Good reporters aren't afraid to do difficult interview. You want to write plays, don't you? Well, perhaps he can tell you something about playwriting." Mike thinks she's right.
Perhaps I can learn something from Todd Merrin.
He says,
Okay, when can I do it?
Kate says, "Tomorrow morning. You must tell Marin this interview is for Yes magazine, but tell him after you get into the house, okay?" Mike says,
Okay,